Well, the way the weather's been, I've been throwing paint on scaffolding, but it's that time of night that's not really a very sociable activity. You know, I've got neighbours that live quite close, and yeah, so we'll knock that on the head, and instead we'll think about playing, I guess. Now, this engine some of you will recall that when I'd got the body off it, the wiring had just come unglued, and you can see it's taken a battering at various times in its life, and it's got an interesting split down the front, and it's missing its front couplings, and it's in a bit of a sad state. And as a historic model, well, it isn't valuable. Now, something that I've been thinking about, I don't know how many of you ever watched George with his Shade Tree Railroad, but he developed his own logo, and instead of painting locomotives to replicate how they were in real life, in real service, he painted a lot of his locomotives and wagons and coaches and things in corporate colours of the Shade Tree Railroad. And I was thinking I ought to do that with this wonderful piece of equipment. It ought to be in the corporate colours of the Vliegenvangers and Malta Railway. Now, as yet, I haven't paid consultants to come up with an appropriate colour scheme or a company crest. And that might be something that some of you might offer some suggestions about. You might look up what sort of heraldic signs we could have for Vliegenvangers and for Malta, and what would be a good colour scheme. Any suggestions?